I came during my childhood here to Delhi to study. I'm originally from the city of Amritsar in Punjab. My parents live there. They got my admission done in National Association for the Blind, and it's among the very few institutes in the country which sends students to mainstream schools and provide them only with resource teaching. It's not about other people adjusting and accepting, it's about me understanding my own disability. Say during kindergarten and all, I myself used to find a lot of difficulty in explaining to others what I want from them. The later part it became easier because I knew how to ask for what I need.
Hello. Yeah, good morning. This is Sonali calling from Delhi office. आप बाहर ही are you on field?
See, if I can't do something which others can, you can't call it abnormal. Abnormal for me would be something out of the ordinary. It's not out of the ordinary. Yeah? I mean, if I am disabled, I'm sure there are like lakhs of other people who are disabled and who can't do the same thing. So how is it abnormal?
नाम है मेरा कांति सागर और एज है 34 और आई एम स्टेइंग इन कालका जी सिंस 1979। तो मुझे पोलियो हुआ था 1 साल की उम्र में, तो मेरे पापा मम्मी यहाँ लेकर आए मुझे और उस टाइम पर उन्होंने ट्रीटमेंट दिलाया।
मैं बहुत टाइम से पापा को कह रही थी, पापा आई वांट टू गो शिरडी विजिट। 2011 मैंने पापा से बोला, मैंने कहा पापा चलते हैं मम्मी और आप। पापा कहते हैं नहीं मैं कहीं नहीं जाना चाहता हूँ। मैंने कहा मम्मी आप चलो। नहीं तुम दोनों फीमेल्स को अकेले नहीं जाने दूँगा। आई प्लान विद माई यंगर ब्रदर। मैंने उसको बोला छोटू तुम चलो मेरे साथ। ऐसा नहीं कि गर्ल नहीं करेगी, शी कैन आल्सो डू। वुमेन्स भी हाँ ठीक है हम चलने के लिए तैयार हैं। हम कुफरी गए थे जहाँ पर घोड़े पे बैठना बहुत बड़ा टास्क था, वो में सब लोग कहते हैं नॉर्मल लोग गिर जाते हो, तुम तो ऐसे ही गिर जाओगी। इनके नहीं मम्मी मैं बैलेंस बनाती हूँ।
This is before contracting polio. This is when you were about
Two
what
and a
age?
half years. ये सेम पिक्चर है। बिल्ली पकड़ी हुई है मैंने। ये मेरी 10th के आई कार्ड पे, बोर्ड्स के कार्ड पे लगी थी। हाँ जी मम्मी, खोलना मत, खोलना मत।
अच्छा, मैंने पानी वानी लाओ।
नहीं वो ना गिर जाएगी, लाइट आ गई। ये व्हेन आई वाज इन 12th स्टैंडर्ड, ये जब मेरा स्पाइन का ऑपरेशन हुआ था, प्लास्टर में हूँ अंदर। आई यूज्ड टू प्ले दिस बेंजो। लड़का लग रही हूँ ना देखने।
खुश लग रहे हो।
खुश तो मैं हमेशा रहती हूँ।
I'm a graphic designer currently. I went to NID and now I'm in Delhi, basically pursuing a job. When I was a child and I used to play with children, one girl got very frustrated one day. We were a tiny kid, maybe what, 7, 8. And she told me, Natasha, when will you get cured of your deafness? When will the disease get over? And I had to explain to her that I'm not a disease and I'm going to be deaf forever. I remember that. That was funny for me. Some people have asked me, like, don't you feel bad about it? Sometimes I do. But I can't think about it every day. Because that would just spoil the quality of my life.
I was 12. 11 and a half actually. When something wet, unusual, trickled down my leg. My fingers, they told me something was different. I touched it, intrigued, playing with it, letting the wetness run down my fingers, taking in that unfamiliar smell, trying to find parallels with anything in my deaf-blind world. What are you doing? It's dirty. Now, don't get scared. It's going to happen every month. But don't touch it. Dirty? But, Ma, I want to know more. But I believed you, Ma. I believed it was dirty.
Wall. Wall is the opening and it opens only on one side. So from the right ventricle, the impure blood goes to the lungs and it is taken by pulmonary arteries. My father used to tell me, तुम्हारे लिए या पढ़ाई है या दवाई है. I contracted polio when I was 3 years old. So I had to be rehabilitated back into life. I could not go to school because of my treatment and rehabilitation and all. So I started going to school from 9th standard. 9th to 12th I did a regular schooling in Cambridge Foundation, Rajouri Garden. Then after that I did my graduation from Delhi University through distance mode. And then I did my MA Economics through distance mode from Punjab University. MA English from Annamalai again through distance mode. And MSc Psychotherapy Counseling from Nagaland University. So every degree I got it from distance mode. My parents knew I had little interaction with the outside world. Social life was negligible. Information was not much available. जितना मम्मी बताती थी उस ज़माने में, जैसे सब लड़कियों को मम्मी बताती थी वैसे मुझे भी मम्मी ही बताया करती थी कुछ ऐसा स्पेशल इन्फॉर्मेशन, क्योंकि तब इंटरनेट और कुछ ऐसा रीडिंग में दोज काइंड ऑफ टॉक्स वर अ टैबू इन आवर सोसाइटी इन दोज डेज. अब थोड़ा सा ओपन हो गया कि गर्ल्स गो आउट देमसेल्व्स टू गेट देयर सैनिटरी पैड्स एंड ऑल. हमारे टाइम पे तो नाम लेना भी मतलब कुछ बहुत ख़राब बात है. If I go to a gynecologist for my checkups, 4 वार्ड बॉयज आएंगे, 2 मेरे को कंधे से उठाएंगे, 2 मुझे पाँव से उठाएंगे जैसे कि मैं आटे की बोरी हूँ, और मुझे उठाकर बेड पे रखेंगे. मेरा दुपट्टा कहाँ जा रहा है, मेरे कपड़े कहाँ जा रहे हैं, दे वोंट केयर. इवन द डॉक्टर्स वोंट केयर बिकॉज आई एम अ ह्यूमन बॉडी. आई एम नॉट अ ह्यूमन बीइंग, आई एम नॉट अ फीमेल विद माई ओन डिग्निटी, सो दे वोंट केयर. तो इसलिए मैं कहती हूँ कि जो हेल्थ फैसिलिटी स्पेशली फॉर द फीमेल, अब अगर कैपिटल रीजन में यह हाल है तो रूरल एरियाज में तो आई डोंट नो व्हाट वुड बी देयर. A person with disability mostly needs a listener. Counselors are, I think, must to guide them, to listen to them. I provide them with counseling services. I try to give them counseling online, tele-counseling, through mails and all. Parents, they impose, right? Society, it has its own perceptions. उन्होंने अपना अलग सोच के रखा हुआ है. मम्मी पापा जो बोलेंगे वो करना है, स्कूल में टीचर ने जो बोला वो करना है. सो मोस्टली व्हाट हैपन्स, देयर इज नोबडी टू whom we can talk up.
हम लोग 5 बहन भाई थे, तो मेरे पापा ज़्यादातर इम्पोर्टेंस देते थे बेटों को. यूपी माइंड थे पापा. अब बड़ी लड़की हो गई है, इस उम्र में लड़कियां ज़्यादा बड़ी हो जाती हैं, शादियां नहीं होती हैं, लड़के अच्छे नहीं मिलते हैं, तो रिस्पॉन्सेस आना शुरू हो गए थे मेरे लिए. तो मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आया. इनके पापा, मैंने तो अभी स्टार्टिंग की है और तुम मेरी शादी की बातें कर रहे हो. इतनी मेहनत से जो मैं स्कूल जा रही हूँ, इतना बैग उठा के बोझा, मेरी बहन मेरी हेल्प करती थी, मेरे से बैग नहीं उठता था. मेरी यंगर सिस्टर 2 बैग कैरी करके जाती थी मेरे साथ. तो ये मेहनत बेकार जाएगी पापा, मुझे पढ़ने दो. आई वांट टू, मतलब मैं स्टडी करना चाहती हूँ. इतने साल ऐसे ही नहीं हो. तो रोटी पकानी थी तो पढ़ाया क्यों मुझे, तो ऐसे ही पका लेती रोटियाँ. कई लोगों का कमेंट होता है मेरे लिए कि कोई डिसेबल है, हैंडीकैप, इनके पास नौकरियाँ, हमारे पास नौकरियाँ नहीं. स्कूल में एम स्कूल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एज ए कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर, दिस माई डेजिग्नेशन. ऐसे मुझे लगता है बहुत मिस कर रही हूँ, मैं स्कूल नहीं जा रही हूँ. तो हाउस में मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, मुझे लगता है मैं जीरो बन गई हूँ, मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रही हूँ. एटलीस्ट वो जो मेरा स्ट्रेंथ है मैं बाहर दिखा पाती हूँ, मैं कुछ कर पाती हूँ, तो इट्स आई हैप्पी विद दिस वर्क. मम्मी इज़ डिपेंडेंट ऑन मी. 3 बेटे हैं मम्मी के पास. तीनों बेटों में से उतना हक किसी पे नहीं जमाती है जितना कांति आएगी. कांति विल डू सो एंड सो वर्क. तो कांति मेरे लिए पहले से ही फ़ोन आ जाता है, कांति सीधा यहाँ पर आना, मैं यहाँ पर होंगी और यहाँ से मुझे लेके जाना. संडे वाले दिन एक दिन बैठ कर मम्मी को लेके जाती हूँ, सारा राशन का सामान इसमें डाल के. मेरे लिए मेरा स्कूटी लाइक एवरीथिंग, माई लैग. आई फील जैसे कि मैं इसमें चढ़ गई हूँ तो बस मुझे अच्छी जगह पहुँचा ही देगा, ये सब है. सो आई फील वेरी इजी विद दिस स्कूटी. और हमारी संगी साथी से बोलते हैं वो बन चुकी है, और इसके बिना मैं अकेलापन फील करती हूँ.
Exactly how it treats fish when we give it to it. First softens it up and then
Eats it. Yeah, she was saying how he keeps the fish because he makes it soft and then
So basically, when I start a conversation, I look at the person's lips and I see how the lips move and where the tongue is going and all that. So that tells me how things are verbalized. So even with hearing impaired students, a lot of people can't follow them because the sound is not very clear. But I can follow them because their lips are perfect. The lip movements are perfect. So I'm not listening so much to the sound. I'm listening a bit, but the lip movements tell me more. So that is how I communicated in school. And but the teacher did not understand that. And often while teaching, she would turn around or she would cover her mouth with the book. And then I could not understand anything. So that was why she thought that she got very confused of why I'm understanding half the time and not understanding half the time. So then the BT started. The teacher thought that because I could speak and communicate with people in a so-called normal way, I was pretending to be deaf for attention or sympathy. And then my mom found out through another person what was happening, and she took me out. I was 6 years old, but I was told about sick. My sister was 8, I was sick. My parents sat down with us and told us the whole thing. But as I grew up, it came a little more curious that I forgot something. So then I got a book and I read. So it was kind of very in perspective. Society makes sex seem like, oh, drama, you make a whole drama about it. It's one of the things of life, beautiful and lovely, but one of the things.
You are informed about all this, but not like, say, sex education per se. Only those surface level information you get during biology, nothing more and nothing less than that. Maybe through movies and through chat with your seniors and all, you find out a lot of things, I guess. So, yeah, and then, okay, you maybe read 1 or 2 MVs as you grow up because you want to know how they are, why are people so crazy about them. When you can't see, you always perceive yourself with what others tell you about you. If somebody says, you know, you look beautiful wearing this color, or you're beautiful in general, or you know, you have a fair complexion, then you have to agree that you have a fair complexion. Say now I put on little weight, but when I was slimmer, they used to say to you, you're really smart. So I used to think, yeah, I'm really smart. I used to think high of myself. So it's always that, or it's in terms of the colors I wear. If you say you look good in white or you look good in black, then I would, when I go shopping, I'll keep that in mind and I'll buy things with you know, which are in white or black color. So to some extent, yeah, it's this. And then over the years, you know, when with all these notions in your subconscious or unconscious, whatever is the right term, mind, you begin to develop an image of yourself.
Wanted to be the lingerie model, the one in magazines, on TV and the internet. But her body was always different from mine. Taller, skinnier, so complete. I couldn't look like her. My body was different. A body that found expression only in demons and witches with disfigured faces and upturned feet? Passions, find the sexy in you, the tagline read. And just then, I noticed that strap resting confidently on my shoulder. And I realized that lingerie didn't need her body to look sexy. And I didn't need to look like her.
I guess when I just dress well, I feel fit, or if I exercise, then I feel really good. When I'm out of the shower, simple stuff like that. When I want to dress up, I dress up, irrespective of whether that's the person I want to impress or not. I used to dress up more for other people, but now I just dress up for myself. And if there's somebody there, I'm really happy if you appreciate me and my sexiness. But yeah, I feel sexy anyway, whether or not there's somebody there. At first glance, people definitely, I think they find me attractive. But attention goes down when people find out about the hearing impairment. That is okay for me because I want someone who's substantial, who's not turned up by these things. When you look at me or anyone who has deafness and just that, they seem like any other person with a perfectly working body, but we're not. So for people, it came as a bit of a shock when I told them or somebody else told them about my deafness, because they will tell me that, oh, you seem so normal. And I'd be like, what did you expect? Like when you go to the toilet and you see the sign for a man and for a woman, it's very full bodied. If you see, he's got the whole flesh. His arm and his stomach and his legs, they're all proportionate. His head is proportionate to his body. But if you see the wheelchair, the man in the wheelchair, he looks like funny too. The edges are very sharp as opposed to this, where the edges are rounded. What I prefer personally is this icon by Nathaniel Sidwell. It depicts a man on a wheelchair and he's very proportionate, and his arms are right at the proper place, and it's all rounded, and the wheel is separate from the man. I like that. So when you see that, you feel that it is a human, a man in his own right. When you see that, it does not feel like a person. People with handicap tend to be desexualized, and this is a very good example of that, because when you see toilet sign, there's a man and there's wheelchair accessible, there's woman and there's wheelchair accessible, but you cannot make out whether the person on the wheelchair is a man or a woman, and that is itself shows how society desexualizes that. It's right there and I admit it in so many ways. I mean, just don't question it.
She's the one that makes you feel like you're in love. Well, she's an indecent girl. Well, she's got a lot to say, but Clarabella's got to wait another day. Well, she's an indecent girl. Well, Clarabella says she's going away. She don't need nobody else to tell her she's gonna get away. Clarabella says she's not the one. She's gonna be gone, yeah, she's gonna be gone. Well, Clarabella, she's the money maker. She's a Clarabella, she's just getting into her world. Clarabella, she's the money maker. She's an indecent girl. She's an indecent girl. Boss Bill, he's alone. Well, he's all alone cause Clarabella's gone and she's gone with the wind. Well, Boss Bill, he's all alone. He's all alone just cause Clarabella's gone. Boss Bill says he's not the one. He's gonna be there, yes, he's gonna be, oh, Clarabella, oh, she's the money maker, she's a Clarabella, oh, she's just getting into her world. Clarabella, she's the money maker, she's an indecent girl. Well, she's an indecent girl. She's an indecent girl. She's an